Still Believe, which airs tomorrow night on UPN at 9 o'clock.
Now, you and Brenda K. Starr have a history together, don't you?
Yes, actually, she recorded I Still Believe and had a big hit with that record, and I used to be a backup singer for her, like right out of high school. And she actually helped me get my start, and that's why I remade the song. She used to bring me, she and her mom used to bring me clothes. I didn't have anything, you know, when I was like, I didn't have a winter coat, like a new coat and stuff. They used to bring me clothes and soup, and she used to be like, why don't you, she reminded me of all this stuff, because she's on the special with me.
Oh,
and
great.
yeah, we're talking about things on the special, and she was reminding me of this time when she was like, why don't you buy this bathing suit? I was singing with her, and we were doing a show in someplace in California, and she was like, I was like, oh, that's so cute. She's like, why don't you buy it? And I was like, well, I have to buy cat food. Like, my priority was cat food.
Over your food.
Over my bathing suit. She was like, you know, it was just funny, because I was so, all I cared about was my cats, and I had this little mattress where I slept on the floor.
Well, that proves you are an animal lover.
I know, but I know, you can't make the cat starve. I mean,
no,
absolutely.
Just to look cute.
Absolutely. You know, I have to say that your last CD, Butterflies, fantastic.
Thank
but
you.
I noticed on the new one, you have a butterfly down here.
What's the significance of that?
Well, really, most people would still be working singles from the Butterfly album, still be doing, you know, releasing different singles, because it only came out like about a year ago, a little over a year ago. And I typically, you know, in my fashion, have never stopped, you know, releasing. I've released an album a year since I came out. And, you know, so, oh, let's just do what we always do and have something else out when you really should be still focusing on the project from a year before. But that album is my favorite album that I've done. It's the closest thing to me.
Why is that?
Well, I wrote the songs at a time when I was going through like a pretty major emotional transition. And
is that when you were going through your divorce?
It was before, during.
Well, the reason I say it is because I went through a divorce, and I know it's a really tough time to go through.
Right. It is, and it was also just leading up to that, you know, just my state of mind or whatever, and I put everything emotionally that was going on with me into my songs, into my writing, and into the performances. And a lot of times in the past, you know, when, like we were talking about starting out and not really having that much control, and I was working with producers or co-producers a lot of times in the beginning and listening to what other people wanted me to do as opposed to really doing what I wanted to do. Right. So with the Butterfly album, I really decided to go with my own instincts, and the reason I keep the symbol going, it's actually also on the inside of the CD, is because I really want people to I'm glad that they made these records #1, and that's why the #1 album is out and stuff, but Butterfly is really my creative statement.
Do you have a favorite song on Butterfly, something that's really meaningful to you from that time of your life?
Well, it's pretty much, each song is like a chapter of what was going on in my life. I mean, some songs are like I'm writing exactly what I'm doing right now, you know, it's not like, and it was easier. I feel like they're much better lyrically than a lot of things in the past. I mean, there are songs in the past that I've done that I like and will always be like my signature songs, but I feel like the songs on Butterfly are very, very personal. Each one is like a page in my journal.
Speaking of personal, I was asking you in commercial break about this bracelet that you wear. You have to tell everybody, this is so cool.
Well, it's not really a bracelet. It's a necklace / belly chain / bracelet, ankle. I don't even know. But I wear it all the time because these were 2 rings, and they used to be all broken apart and messed up, and everybody used to be like, why do you wear those rings? They're a mess. Yeah, I can't give too much of it. This is my little secret. But but I used to wear them, and they were totally broken, and they were from 2 different people, but they were very like symbolic for me, and I'm big on symbolic stuff, whatever. So when I got my first check, when I got my first record, you know, my record deal, I had them blended together, and I always wear them. So.
And you never take them off?
No.
Wow.
I either have them around.
Cool?
Is it too personal to ask who gave you the rings, or is that going beyond the line?
My little secret.
Oh, just.
Actually, one was a family member, and one was somebody that I used to be close with.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
All these things on the chain have some kind of symbolic importance.
Now, speaking of great things, you live in New York.
Oh, you have a
an
townhouse
apartment there.
Yes.
Can I tell you, I love New York. I lived in New York as a single person. It is the best place.
Yeah, it is. I haven't been there in like 2 months, but hey.
But I have seen.
I'll come over to my house here. We'll hang.
I have seen some pictures of your townhouse. We're not talking little townhouses here. We're talking some beautiful places.
Oh, thank you.
Like, for instance, you have a closet.
Well, I made it into a closet. It used to be somebody's office, but I had, out of necessity, I had to make it into a closet.
Look at this, you guys.
Check this out.
Are you a shoe fanatic?
Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's my kitchen. Hi. Haven't seen you in a while. Am I a shoe fanatic? I don't know if I'm a fanatic. I was talking to you about my clothes issue before when I was starting out, and I had one pair of shoes and they had holes in them, and I used to walk back and forth to in New York in the snow, and I didn't want to. It's not that I couldn't have asked my mom for something, whatever. I could have, and she would have, you know, done something and got me a pair of shoes, but it was like I knew that I was going to do this, and I made it a point to want to do it on my own. But since I only had that one pair of shoes, I guess now I'm into shoes.
But look at these.
Do you still have those shoes?
Look at these.
Do you still have them?
I saved them.
Are these beautiful?
You've still got them.
I saved them. I don't know where they are. I can't find them. They were up in my house, but I don't live there anymore. So I gotta.
But you saved the shoes. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I have them. We were gonna have them bronze just for laughs.
You should.
You should.
Mariah,
you should.
We stay with us because right after this commercial break, I'm sure someone in the audience, a lot of people in the audience, want to ask you some questions, okay? So don't go away. We'll be right back with Mariah Carey right after this.
Great. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we got together and did that project together. She's great.
You know what? You hear all these stories about competition and
the
this
rumors
and that. How do you guys get
cat
along?
scratching and all that.
It's funny because of all the people that I've met, and there was everybody always did create this rivalry, whatever. We didn't do it. It was other people. But of everybody that I've met, you know, of all the entertainers that I've met, she and I really get along really well. Like we spoke yesterday and we're talking about things, and we have a lot in common because of our careers, and you don't really meet people like that in the business, you know, that often.
What does Mariah talk about when she calls Whitney? So, Whitney, got a cup of sugar I can borrow? What do you talk about?
No, I mean, that's not my bag anyway, but what were we talking about yesterday? I don't think I can get into it.
Oh, okay.
No, I think you can.
I won't try.
I will.
No, but you know what the main thing is? She's a really good person. She's cool. She's very, very talented, and I'm glad that we did this project, if for no other reason than that we really do get along, and, you know, it's good to have a friend who understands what you do and what you go through in this industry.
Have you seen the movie yet?
Yeah, I saw it. Well, it was not finished when I saw it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's going to be really, really good.
We're excited. I'm very excited.
I'm sure we got some questions out in the audience, okay?
Okay.
All right. Who's got a question?
Why don't you stand up? What's your name?
My name is Eric.
Eric, you have a question.
Yeah, first of all, I want to tell you, Mariah, your music has made a major impact in my life. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I just think you're amazing. You're amazing. And I wanted to know, what would you say is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh, so they always ask me this, and it's like, why would I want to relive the splendor? Oh, my mic. There it goes. My most embarrassing moment. Oh, I'm sorry. The mic fell down, and then I bashed Marie in the hand. Hey. One of the most embarrassing things I've ever done was when I was in 7th grade, I shaved off my eyebrows because I didn't know you're supposed to pluck them and not shave them. So, you know, I shaved my eyebrows. It wasn't a sexy look at all. Then I dyed my hair orange by mistake because my mom was at work, and I was, you know that stuff, sun in? Did you ever see that stuff? So I was like with the sun in all the time, and because my hair was blonde when I was little, and then it got darker when I got to be like 12. So I was sitting with the sun in, and I was blow drying my hair, and I said, you know what, I want to make it even lighter. So my friend and I bought this stuff, and it's a golden blonde, not knowing that that meant orange. So I'm using this stuff, and I'm blow drying with an orange blow dryer. My friend's like, your hair is the same color as the blow dryer. What are you doing? And then this kid that I was in love with was sitting outside my house, and he was out there, and he was like, ew, your hair.
I shaved my eyebrows too. I did. Right here.
We got another question here. Listen, what's your name?
My name's Kerry.
And what's your question?
My question is, when was the first time you sang in public?
I was 4 years old, and I sang. That's a very good question. Actually, I was just talking about this last night. ironically.
With Whitney?
No.
No.
with who was I talking? My friend Tracy. We were in this place, and we were in a restaurant, and this music was on, and it happened to be this song that was one of the first songs that I ever sang, and it was like a song that's in 5 different languages, and my mom taught it to me. My mom's an opera singer, and so she was always singing in, you know, Italian or German or whatever. And there's this song, I don't know the name of it, but they happened to be playing it at this restaurant I was at. And then you asked me the question, hey, is it like?
Okay, we got another question up here. What is your name?
My name is Sally.
Sally, what's your question?
Ever get in trouble when growing up?
Ooh. Did I ever get in trouble? Fortunately, I never got in too much trouble. If you know what I mean. What else? Let me think. Yeah, actually I did. One time, these girls were really mean to me when I was little. I was like a little girl, and they were older, and they were knocking on my windows, and they scared me. It was this big thing that they did to me, and I was really upset about it. So for years, I prank called them. And to get back at them, my friend and I pranked their house, and finally they traced the call. And I got in trouble, and we had to pay like $500 so that it was like a police thing, got involved, you know, conspiracy about the prank phone calling. And
Are you serious?
Yes.
Really?
And they were like, Mariah, we know it's you. And I was like, oh no, I'm foiled, I'm through. And my mom, because I wasn't even calling from my house, it was somebody else's house.
Wow.
You know, the things we do.
Now, is it true that you liked to watch a lot of television growing up and that you collected dolls and things like that?
Well,
I heard this.
I didn't collect dolls. I had Barbies, and I had a few like dolls from TV shows. Like I had the Charlie's Angels dolls.
Uh-huh.
I have a memory of, there were Donnie and Marie dolls, weren't there?
Oh, yes.
Because I remember when I was little, I think I just remember, like, because you have microphones. Did you have microphones?
Yeah. Well,
you know,
see,
singing, I would
thank you, Donnie, you have to help me out here. To thank you for being here today. You know, I design dolls.
Right.
And this is a limited edition that I just did. And these are in porcelain. These are not the vinyl version, but these are the dolls. And they're in porcelain. That's the Donnie and Marie dolls with the microphones.
Oh, those are so cool.
That's cool. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Everybody see these? Look how cool these are.
So there's Donnie. Here's Donnie. Well, they're all packed up now and everything.
There's Donnie.
There's Donnie.
What are you laughing for?
And these are porcelain?
They're all porcelain.
And did you design these?
I did. They're all there.
Isn't that great that she can design dolls? She design all these. That's all right. I love that. That's so pretty.
I'll get you one of the Adora bells.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
I get one of those
Thanks for having
too.
me.
Now we want to remind everybody the special is on tomorrow night, 9 p.m. at UPN. Mariah Carey!
Thanks, everybody.
Let's hear it for her!
He's performed for kings and queens, and now he's going to entertain you. Next, magician Howard Posner. And later, Donnie and Marie go online and sing a song.